Hello GTS, I'm 97 and today I bring you guys my first ever upload to this channel. So yeah, before we even start with the actual video, I want to say that I am originally Portuguese, so I'm sorry if I do any mistake in English and if I can't pronounce the word correctly. Really sorry about that because there's a bit difference between English and Portuguese, but I'm kinda getting used to it, so yep, with that being said, let's just go into today's video. So it's a really cool OU battle that I had against my really good friend Eonblitz47. Hopefully my channel link and his channel link will be down below in the description, so you guys can go, yeah, please check me out and him out, because he also uploads Wi-Fi battles and videos and such. So yeah, do that. And yep, using a hail team. Yes, I'm using a hail team. Abomasnow is just there to set up the hail. I kind of have a mixed Abomasnow because I have Blizzard, Ice Shard, Earthquake, and yeah, and some other move, Giga Drain. Yes, so but I have a Focus Sash Abomasnow. Yes, you heard. Focus Sash Abomasnow. It kind of worked out in this battle, as you will see later. So yeah, then Hespeon, just the dual screener one with Light Clay. Choice card Jirachi, the regular one, and then Calm Mind Renucleus, Life Orb Mamoswine, kind of a mixed Chiron Black and kind of a bulky one because I do have some HP investment and then I have leftovers on it. Yes, so any Steam Blissey with that awesome HP stat will can of course be hard to take out. Then Latios can be Expert Belt, Choice Scarf, Choice Specs, something we still have to find out. And then yeah, Toxic Rogue, and if he can set up his Rain, yeah, we'll have the Dried Skin recovery and then the Black Sludge recovery, so it kind of be bad. And yeah, if he can set up Substitute, Swords Dance or Bulk Ups, it will also be even harder. So then he has the Politoed, which can be offensive or defensive, something we also still have to find out. Then Rotom Wash can be the Stally one with the Will-O-Wisp, can be the Choice Scarf Trick, can be Choice Specs Trick, something like that. And then he has the huge threat that for my team, which is a Scissor, because if you think correctly, Scissor can destroy my team, yes, with any move he has, because Bug type moves for my Psychic type, such as Espeon, Renucleus, and then yeah, also Bug type moves into my Abomasnow, and then he has yeah, Steel type moves into my Mamoswine, into my Chiron Black, and priority ones with Bullet Punch. So yeah, the only thing that takes neutral hits from that thing is Jirachi, but that thing is offensive, not defensive, so we won't be able to take them well. So yep, let's just go straight into the battle. So I am going to lead off with my Abomasnow, as my opponent is going to lead off with his Politoed. Basically, our idea was just to set up the weather, as Politoed is faster than Abomasnow, so yeah, he goes for the Drizzle, but right now this Snow Warning gets here because Abomasnow is slow. So yeah, I'm gonna switch out right now and go out into my Jirachi, because Jirachi can practically, yeah, because I do have Thunder Punch on it, can get super effective damage on the Politoed. He goes for the Protect, I'm not really sure why, but okay. He goes again for the Protect, and I'm like, okay, because I see Protect, this will be a, yeah, a wall, so I can just trick him the Choice Scarf. But he goes for Protect, so that won't be the case. As now I predict him to switch out and go into my Espeon, because I wanted to get the Reflect in the light screen as soon as possible because of that Toxic Rogue and that Scissor. So he does bring in Toxic Rogue right now. And right now I go for the Reflect as he goes for the Sucker Punch. And yeah, maybe he went for Sucker Punch, predicting me just to go right ahead for the Psychic or the Psy Shock, so I could kill him because it's 4 times effective. But no, I just go for the Reflect, and that's really nice because now he cannot one-shot me with any move he has on his move pool. So now he's gonna, yeah, he knows that, and he's gonna switch out into Politoed, gets his Rain back up, which is kinda annoying because I like to have Hail because of that residual damage on everything, as I do predict the switch right now and go for the Baton Pass, and I can go into my Abomasnow, yeah, just to get the Hail up again, which is really nice for my team. And yeah, the residual damage, like I said, always helps. And I can now switch out into my Espeon because, like I said, yeah, I do have the Reflect, but I need the light screen, so he goes for Protect, maybe to scout out for what I would do, but now I just go for my Espeon, and I think that right now I go for the light screen as he goes into Scissor. And yeah, Scissor, like I said, a huge threat, he can go for the U-turn, and even with the Reflect he would kill my Espeon, so yeah, because I'm not totally invested in defense, I'm max HP and speed, I think. So now I can go into my Jirachi because, like I said, he's the only thing that takes neutral hits from this thing, as he does make the good play and goes for the U-turn. And even with the Reflect, U-turn does still does a good chunk of damage into my Jirachi. And he goes into Politoed yet again, just basically to set up the Rain again. Yes, so yeah, he goes for Protect right now, as I just go for the U-turn because I wanted to get out of there. because, you know, I know that I cannot one-shot that thing with Thunder Punch, and yeah, he can go for Scald and get the burn, so that's not really good for me to get burned, so I'm just gonna go for the U-turn, go back into my Espeon, and he does go for the Toxic, and I get the Magic Bounce. I want to say I predicted that, but I didn't. I just went to Espeon because I had both screens up, and max HP, like I said, I can just, take any hit he wants to go for. But, yeah, he has Lumberry, which is I find kind of interesting because you regularly don't see Lumberry Politoed. I guess it worked for him right now because he would have been Toxic otherwise, as I can go back again into my Abomasnow. And yeah, Abomasnow, and the Reflect does wear off right now, which is really bad, so I have to go back into Espeon, and hopefully you won't switch out into Scissor, as he just goes for the safe Ice Beam, I guess. Well, Ice Beam wouldn't have killed my Abomasnow, but he knows because he watches my videos that my Abomasnow is Soaker Sash, so he wanted to break my Sash, but I didn't have Giga Drain, so that would have bring me back to full. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna set up the Reflect right now, and yeah, he goes to Rotom Wash, and I think I do still have the light screen up. He goes for the Hydro Pump. Unfortunately for him, he's going to miss it, but yeah, it wasn't on the range, so it wouldn't do much into my Espeon plus the light screen. So I can go out into my Chiron Black, as I know that Hydro Pump is resisted, so yeah, even he is probably locked into it, so yeah, he don't be able to do much into my Chiron Black, as he does switch out into Politoed, get his rain back up, which is really nice right now because I went for the Fusion Bolt, so that's easily going to be able to demolish that Politoed, because Politoed is not taking that Fusion Bolt for my Chiron Black, super effective. So yeah, that means I won the Weather War, just have to bring in the Abomasnow and get the Hail. But he does make the switch into Scissor, and I cannot bring my Abomasnow on the Scissor, as he just makes a good play and goes for the U-turn. U-turn wouldn't have killed my Chiron Black, but I thought he would go for the Bullet Punch, so yeah, that's it. And yeah, go for the U-turn right now on this Toxic Rook. And yeah, it's kind of good for me to U-turn on this Toxic Rook because I wouldn't have been able to do much to him. As the bad thing happens now, he sets up one Substitute, which is really threatening Toxic Rook behind the Substitute, because now he's free to set up the Swords Dance or the Bulk Up, and plus the rain is still up, so he still has the Dry Skin. But my Mamoswine can outspeed, so I can go for the Earthquake and easily take the sub out, as he does go for Dream Punch, but because the Reflect is still up, that won't be able to do much into my Mamoswine. So hey, now he's gonna switch out right now and he's gonna go into his Rotom Wash again. As I make yeah, I predict him to switch out into Latios, so I went for the Icicle Crash because Latios didn't have Levitate and he could yeah, kill me. But then yeah, Rotom Wash also has Levitate, so that wouldn't have affected him. And Icicle Crash still did a good chunk. So I can go into my Chiron Black, as he does go for the Hydro Pump. Thankfully enough for him, he doesn't miss. So yeah, that still does a good chunk. That is resisted. That's a resisted hit, but it still does a good chunk, and the rain is still up, which is totally bad, as he goes for the Hydro Pump. Unfortunately now he misses again, so I can just finish him off with the Fusion Bolt, but he lives the Fusion Bolt with 4 HP, he told me. How could Rotom Wash live that Fusion Bolt? That doesn't make any sense. Well, I don't know, just, well, yeah, that explains Fusion Bolt not being stabbed, but still. He's coming from a Chiron Black, but that explains because I'm not totally invested in attacks, so yeah, that's why he didn't took it out. But now he's free to go out into his Latios. I predict him to over-predict, so I stayed in the Surf, and I went for the Outrage, but Surf kills me. That's a Choice Spec Latios for sure, because in the rain, Choice Specs, that's easily going to be able to finish off my Chiron Black right there. As I can go into my Abomasnow, finally get the Hail back up again, as he does make the switch into Scissor, which I think I didn't want it, but I can go for the Blizzard, and Blizzard, yes, I get the critical hit right now, which is kind of bad for him. I want to say that didn't matter, but that did matter a lot, because now he's going to go for the Bullet Punch. That's easily going to be able to bring me down into my Focus Sash. But now I'm going to be able to finish him off with another Blizzard, which is like, yeah, bad for him, because his biggest threat does go down right now because of that crit. Because, yeah, if I hadn't got the crit, that would not kill him and could have finished me off again with a Bullet Punch. But now that isn't the case, as he does bring in Toxic Rock right now, and I want to get some residual damage still, so I went for the Ice Shard. But just starts bulking up right now, and because Ice Shard hits the physical side, yeah, now he's at +1 defense, so that Ice Shard won't do nothing right now. As maybe I was thinking he would go for the bulk up again, so I went for the Blizzard. But now he just makes a good play and goes for the Drain Punch right now, so that's easy to be able to knock out my Abomasnow, no doubt about that. And yep, so I can go into my Espeon Yeah, because Espion, I do have the Side Shock like I said before, but I cannot take that thing out. Yeah, I can take that thing out, but I need the Reflect up, that's what I mean. But yeah, he just set up one substitute as I go for the Reflect, which is kind of bad for me, because the only thing I can do right now is set up the light screen, as he will probably go for the Sucker Punch. I was predicting him to go for the Sucker Punch, but he makes a good play and goes for the Drain Punch, gets some health back. That still doesn't do much into me because of the Reflect and it's resisted, but yeah, he gets some health back, which is kind of annoying. And yeah, he's still behind the substitute, and he can go for the Sucker Punch right now and knock me out, because right now I went for the Side Shock to yeah, at least break the sub, but he did went for the Sucker Punch, so that's easy gonna be able to knock me out. And now I can bring in my Jirachi, which is Scarf, so I'm pretty sure I can outspeed. And I'm pretty sure he won't go for the Sucker Punch. I don't know why, I'm just pretty sure he won't go for it. Yes, I can go for the Iron Head. It's just setups, one more bulk up. So Iron Head now is at plus something, plus 2, plus 3. I can't remember too well, but can go for the Iron Head. And right now, the only thing I can hope for is to flinch that thing. And a 60% chance I can go for the Iron Head. That doesn't do much, but that's gonna be able to flinch the Toxic Rogue. And right now he sees that the flinches, so he just goes for the Sucker Punch, and that's easy gonna be able to knock out my Jirachi because he was at like plus 2, plus 3. Like I said, I can't remember too well. But now I can bring in my Mamoswine, because Mamoswine is the only thing that can possibly live a Sucker Punch right now, because I do have the Reflect up, as he does go for the Sucker Punch. And Mamoswine, that boss, he lives the Sucker Punch, goes for the Icicle Crash, and finishes off the Toxic Rogue right now. And I don't even die from the Life Orb recoil, so he now does bring in Latios, so I can still go for the Ice Shard, possibly kill the Latios. If I kill the Latios, that means that I won the battle. But no, I don't kill the Latios, and I'm gonna die to my own Life Orb recoil, as he does go for the Surf right now. And because I know that thing is choice specs, I know that he is locked into Surf, so yeah, I can bring in my my Renucleus, as he does make the switch into Blissey, which is called N1, fun name. But I can go for the Psychic, just in the options of him wanting to stay in, so yeah, that would have been able to finish him off. But no, it just brings in Blissey, and of course Blissey doesn't take anything from the Psychic. But right now, the only thing he can practically do to me is just Seismic Toss, because he can try to whittle me, well, he can't even whittle me down with Toxic, because I do have the Magic card, so that, yeah, I won't take any damage from Toxic. As, yeah, now I can start setting up some Calm Minds, because once I get to plus 2, I know I can take a Spectral Meteor from that Latios, go for the Recover, and then the special attack will be dropped by 2 stages on the Latios. So yeah, that's basically my plan right now, as I do go for another Calm Mind right now, and he brings in Latios, which is, right now, it's fine, because I can go for the Recover, as I know he outspeeds. He goes for the Draco Meteor. It is specs, but that still won't be able to do much into my Pre-Nucleus, because I'm max HP and all that. So I can just go for the Recover right now. And right now that is special attack is dropped by 2 stages. Yeah, he won't be able to do nothing with the Draco Meteor right now, as I'm trying actually to whittle him down with hail damage. So hail did help me right now, because yeah, I can get back to full right now with another Recover, as I know that he will die next turn due to the hail damage. So yeah, Renucleus is now back to full, and Latios does go down right now, which is really nice, because he's down into his Blissey, and Blissey, like I said before, can do nothing into my Renucleus, so he just decides to run right now. Yeah, I think it's kind of a good play on this part, because yeah, I would have eventually won, plus I do have the Focus Blast, and I could start setting up some Calm Minds, and even if you wanted to go for Seismic Toss, I could just go for the Recover and all that. So yeah, kind of a bad hand, but still, yeah, a great battle, lots of predictions made and such. So yeah, kinda sorry for that crit I had on the Scissor, but still that didn't matter too much. So yeah, well, I mean, that kinda mattered a bit, but yeah, it could have changed the outcome. But then again, I could have bring in my Jirachi on that Scissor, and because I'm Scarfed, and even if you went for the Bullet Punch, the Reflect was still up, so yeah, he wouldn't have been able to knock out my Jirachi, because it's resisted and the Reflect and all that. So yeah, that was the battle. I hope you all enjoyed. So yep, gotta say that. Until next time, later.